The meaning of the movie. Author Orpheus to read 5 minutes, published on the 27th of December 2020, updated on the 27th of December 2020. The girl is trying hard not to fall into a sinister void. The heroine is on the brink. On the edge of life and death. One unnecessary movement and she will fly into the abyss. Despite the fact that the picture, Bend, a short film, it contains a deep meaning. What awaits the heroine ahead? Will she be able to get out of her trap? The meaning of the movie, the Bend, doubts, torment, worries of the girl who is on the edge of the cliff, it is difficult to overestimate. The heroine clearly realizes that she is separated from the fall by a few wrong decisions. Below, the abyss, in which reigns gloom and darkness. Above, a bottomless sky, which amazes with its immensity. Above the girl's head is nothing but blue. It is at such moments that the girl thinks about the transience of life, its unpredictability. The heroine balances on the edge. Only a wrong move separates her from imminent death. Such a burden of responsibility for their existence is not everyone can do. Just close your eyes, relax, and you will inevitably fly into the abyss. That's why the girl keeps her hand on the pulse. She's focused. In the head of the heroine rushes dozens of thoughts. From nervous tension, she cannot properly assess the situation. The girl's only goal is to stay on the bend. She just can't slip down. It's a matter of life and death. Everything is at stake. The girl realizes this perfectly well. The heroine pushes herself so hard with her whole body that her palms bleed. But she feels no pain. All her attention is focused on the main thing. The girl can't afford to give up. The heroine bitterly realizes that her strength is running out. However, she still can't decide what action to take. She needs to pull through. This is the only thing she cares about. The rest of her problems and sorrows have faded into the background. If a human life is at stake, other hardships simply cease to exist. The meaning of the short film, Bend, is that it is at critical moments that a person begins to think about true values. Many people think that their life is a long story. But this is not always the case. People live as if they will exist forever. A sheer wall is an obstacle that the heroine faced on her life path. The viewer witnesses her mental torment, searching. The girl needs to keep her balance and calm. Otherwise she will slip off the cliff. The heroine time after time makes attempts to stay on the wall. But the angle of inclination does not make the girl feel safe. Now she realizes that it's time to take responsibility for her actions and deeds. Her life is only in her hands. Blaming someone for her failures will not work. No one can help the girl. She is left alone with her misfortune. The trap has already slammed shut. Where to look for a way out? Is it possible to get out of this situation? Some critics are sure that the short film, Bend, is based on real events. The director seemed to share his difficult story with the audience. When creating the tape, he narrated his thoughts and emotions when there was a difficult period in his life. A special imprint on his further existence was left by two situations. Once the director was hit by a car. Soul and physical pain from the incident, he was never able to forget. Also, the creator of the motion picture became a participant in a frank conversation. His acquaintance was in a prolonged depression. To cope with her condition, the girl needed someone to confide in. The director listened to her story. The girl described her condition as a dream from which she could not wake up. Pain became a faithful companion for the director's acquaintance. The creator of the short film, Ben, tried to convey the state of a person who is experiencing a strong mental excitement. One wrong move and this state will become critical. And then the abyss will follow. An emptiness. The meaning of the ending of the movie, Bend, the meaning of the finale of the movie, Bend, is for the viewer to feel the hopelessness of some situations. Only in these situations a person gets on his own. Everyone has a choice. One should never give up. It is important to look for non-standard solutions to situations. If you just go with the flow, a person will inevitably find himself on the edge of the abyss. If moral strength is not enough, then the outcome is only one. A person will simply not withstand, he will break down because of internal resistances. One should never doubt oneself and one's strength. A person must go to the end, to his goal. Even if no one believes in him. All people are different. Someone prefers to do nothing and just wait until he does not cover additional problems. Someone takes himself in hand and acts, climbing from the last strength. And there are those who are desperate and decide to jump into the abyss. He does not want to do anything. Such a person chooses the easiest way. But only the consequences of such actions can be very deplorable. The movie, Bend, is about the fact that under any circumstances you need to go to the end. As long as you are alive, you must fight. You have to use all possible chances, try all available options to rise again and go on.